My name is Gareth Cliff and you're watching Joburg Today.
Hello and welcome to Joburg Today. My name is Tumi Klapo, bringing you the best of what's going down in and around Johannesburg. Her career stretches over 20 years and consists of performances all over the world, from Hong Kong all the way to the cities of Europe, in ballet productions like Giselle, Sleeping Beauty, Swan Lake, and now with her last performance just days away. Joburg Today speaks to Prima Ballerina Burnise Silvius about her life and the Traviata.
Joburg Today went backstage of the ballet rehearsal La Traviata to speak to Prima Ballerina Burnise Silvius one last time before she hangs up her ballet slippers for life off the stage.
I'm retiring because I have to listen to my body, especially because I'm Prima Ballerina. You have to finish when you're still at the top of your game. You don't want to finish when people say, oh, she should have stopped dancing a year ago. She's just not there anymore. So my body is getting sore and I still want to lead an active life when I'm done with dancing, and ballet really is so strenuous on your body. So it's time.
She also shared with us some of the highlights of her career, the role she'll be playing in La Traviata, and her future plans.
Some of the highlights of my career was the very first principal role I ever did, which was Giselle. It's a ballet that's very close to my heart, and I'm actually really sad because last year we did the ballet and I had a foot injury that actually took me out of. So then I decided to just keep working hard to get back from the injury. And I'm actually glad I did, because La Traviata is such a beautiful ballet. It really is. The music is exquisite. Veronica Paper's choreography is beautiful, especially her pas de deux. They're hard, but they're very beautiful. And it's a very emotional ballet. You go through so many different emotions. She falls in love. She has to give up her love. She's actually really very sick, and at the end of the ballet you die. But I am going to take a little bit of time to just do stuff I never have time for. Go for cooking courses, I don't know, just spend time with my family and my friends, and go on holidays and not worry about what I have to eat and I have to get back into a leotard when I get back.
To her adoring fans, Burnise had this to say.
I'd like to say thank you so much for all the support over the years. I hope I've touched every single one of you. If you've come to watch a performance and you left and you felt something, I feel like I've achieved something and I've left like a legacy behind. So thank you again for all the support.
Hi, my name is Yuta Robanama and you are watching Joburg Today.
Like us on Facebook, joburgtoday.tv, and follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today. The Cinderella story has been, without a doubt, one of the world's most loved fairy tales, and Joburg Ballet has taken this story of true love to stage.
Joburg Today attended the final dress rehearsal of Joburg Ballet's Cinderella Waltz at the Joburg Theatre. Ian MacDonald, the artistic director, shares with us his inspiration for this ballet piece.
Cinderella is one of those fairy tale classics. I really based it on the storybook. I've actually got a daughter who's 7 at the moment, so when I choreographed this 3 years ago, I really had children in mind and how they were reading it and how they were perceiving it. So the ballet you see is literally my interpretation of the great classic story. I think for me, Cinderella is that love story that everyone loves to get their prince at the end of the day. There's hardship, there's some tough times that you've got to go through, but at the end of the day, you get that prince that you've been searching for your whole life. So you've got to stay optimistic in life, and when things are down, they can turn around, and who knows who's waiting for you at the end of the road. I would love it to travel all around South Africa, but unfortunately, due to funding constraints, we're only going to be performing here at the Joburg Theatre. The company's going to keep working. We have got what we're calling studio soirees, so we're going to invite the audience, public, into our rehearsal space, and we're going to turn that into a little miniature theatre, and we're going to do performances for them of a mixed program. I want to try and get the company to do a little bit of the contemporary works and then some of the great classical pas de deux, so we can show the diversity to the audiences, and it's in an intimate environment which I think audiences really enjoy. It's not on a big stage, and you can really get to see the dancers up close and personal.
We also spoke to the ballet's lead cast of London-based ballerino Owen Thorne and Prima Ballerina Burnise Silvius on their preparation.
Me playing the prince, I actually really am trying to pitch it for Cinderella, because although I'm a principal role, the show's called Cinderella, not Prince. And so I really need to create a character that works for the ballerina that I'm dancing with. And it takes just a bit of time to find the person that is best suited for her. It's been really great. I would say one of the biggest challenges for me has been the altitude. I live in London, and that's a much lower altitude, so I find that sometimes I can get fatigued much faster. But luckily, it actually is such an issue that on the side of the stage, they actually have oxygen canisters that you can breathe in, which I am taking full advantage of, so I don't really have too much of an excuse for that. You know, I guess it's something that good wins over evil, you know, that it's a happy ending. I don't know, I mean, it's funny because as a kid, I loved Cinderella. You know, I liked the grim fairy tale, I like the Disney version, and it's something that's haunting and everyone can relate to, you know, being the underdog and then winning in the end and finding Prince Charming. So I guess it's sort of just an everlasting story.
I'm a little tired now, but I'm glad that the final dress went well. I try and not think too much about the whole big deal about opening night. I just try and think that it's another performance, but also the company is so excited, so it's actually a lot of fun to do opening night because everybody's got that little bit of extra adrenaline for the evening. I think the hardest part for me is obviously the acting scenes during Act 1, and there's a little bit more, which we call the kitchen scenes, because there's so much happening, there's so much furniture you have to move, you have to remember which packet to take where, you have to help dress the sisters, there's just a lot happening on stage, and it's strange, it's not actually the dancing bits that I'm so worried about, it's all the other stuff, all the prop things that I'm scared I'll forget to bring somebody's hat on or forget to take the broom off or something like that. So honestly, that's the scariest bit at the moment. Magical, it really is, and it's so funny because today I was in the dressing room and they had started, and you can hear a little bit of the chatter in the audience, and there were some audience members and there were a few kids, and when the curtain opened, I could just hear them all go, and that is just the best. Then you just know it's magical for them as well.
I'm Lira Viaggi for Joburg Today.
My name's 1DC, and you're watching Joburg Today.
That's all for today. For more on the city, do check out our playlist. From myself, Dumi Tlapo, and the Joburg Today crew, it's goodbye.